L is for the way you look at me. O is...
Valentine's Day is coming up, and we all know that a way to a man's heart is through his stomach, and the way to impress a girl is to cook for her. So I'm going to show you 2 fancy pants recipes that are easy to prepare, but sure to impress your special someone.
Start by rinsing the Brussels sprouts, cutting them in half, and removing a few of the outer leaves. Melt 1 to 2 tablespoons of bacon grease in the microwave and toss the sprouts. Spread out on a baking sheet and sprinkle with salt and bacon bits. Roast at 425 degrees for 10 to 15 minutes or until the edges start to brown. I recommend using a fillet or a sirloin steak for this. Salt and pepper each side of the steaks. In a skillet, melt 3 to 4 tablespoons of butter over medium-high heat. When it's hot, sear the steaks on each side for 2 minutes. You might get the urge to move them before the 2 minutes are up, but don't do it, baby. Place a wire rack on a baking sheet and put the steaks on top. Finish in a 400-degree oven for about 8 minutes. This will give you a nice medium rare steak depending on the thickness. If you like yours more well done, sear and cook a few minutes longer. Allow the steaks to rest for at least 10 minutes before serving to keep them nice and juicy. For the sauce that will top the steak, clean and slice 5 to 6 button mushrooms and sauté them in butter over medium heat, then set aside. Thinly slice about 1 cup of leeks. Leeks have a mild onion flavor and look like this. Cut off the tops and bottoms and peel off a couple of the outermost layers. Sauté in butter until soft and then add to the mushrooms. Next, we are going to make a basic white sauce. Melt 1 tablespoon of butter in a saucepan and add 1 tablespoon of flour. Stir to form a roux. Cook the roux for a couple of minutes to remove any floury taste. Then add a cup of milk and a teaspoon of salt. Stir until the sauce starts to thicken. Then add the leeks and mushrooms and allow to thicken a little more.
V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore.
Thaw a boneless, skinless chicken breast per person. Place between 2 sheets of plastic wrap and pound it flat. This is kind of fun and a great stress reliever. Remove the plastic wrap and sprinkle with salt and pepper. Add a thin slice of cream cheese and a couple of leaves of spinach. Fold the chicken over and try to seal the edges as best you can. Sprinkle the top with salt, pepper, oregano, and basil. You can use toothpicks to keep it together while baking if necessary. Place them in a buttered baking dish and top each with a dollop of butter. Bake at 350 until the internal temperature is 165 degrees. You have to buy a whole package of spinach for this recipe and only use a little, so I'm going to make a spinach salad to use up the rest of it. Start by cutting some red onion slices and caramelizing them in a pan with some oil. This brings out the sweetness in the onions and adds a great flavor to the salad. For the dressing, combine the following ingredients and give it a shake. For the rest of the salad, add some sliced mushrooms and boiled eggs and some bacon bits. Toss with the dressing and enjoy.
I first saw this recipe combo on the movie Julie and Julia. It looked so good I just had to try it. I first tried to boil the artichokes, but I could just never get them to turn out right, so I decided to look up a way to microwave them, and that led me to this blog post. I do it just like she says, and it turns out perfect every time.
Cut off the sharp points of the outer leaves and the stem, then cut off the top and discard. Place the artichokes and peeled stems in a glass baking dish and cover with plastic wrap. Microwave for 10 minutes. Be sure to peel off the plastic wrap carefully to avoid burning. The stems should be fork tender when they're done. For the hollandaise, I followed Julia Child's recipe. Blend 2 egg yolks with salt and lemon juice for 30 seconds, then slowly add the butter. Adding the butter slowly helps to temper the eggs so that they won't cook, but become creamy and so good. It's really good on asparagus too, or chicken, or anything. Eating artichokes can be a bit tricky if you've never done it before. Tear off a leaf and dip the bottom part into the sauce. Then scrape the meat off with your teeth and discard the rest of the leaf. The farther in, the more tender the leaves. When you get to the heart, discard the outermost leaves and the fuzzy stuff, and then you can eat the bottom and the stem.
Can love is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart and please don't break it. Love was made for me and you.